Bernie Sanders calls for emergency $2,000 cash payments to every household in America every month for the duration of the crisis. Now, I've been talking about this before in the past, the idea of a UBI, Universal Basic Income. Now, he's talking about $2,000. I was talking about $1,000 or €1,000 or £1,000 per month, in a way to deal with the future crisis that we thought would be coming, the idea of AI, robotics and automation taking away people's jobs. But now, with this crisis, with this situation we're dealing with because of this virus, we need to support citizens. We need to give people breathing space. And I think £1,000 or €1,000 or $1,000 per month would go a long way to support a lot of people. You know, many people are laid up. They're not able to work for many reasons. Some companies have closed. Some companies have forced people to be laid off because there's no work at the moment for them. You know, restaurants, hotels, many companies are struggling, so they've had to lay off staff. And I said companies have closed. We need to support people. We need to give them something to help them through this difficult time. And I think a UBI, in this case $2,000, would go a long way. It would resolve a lot of problems, and it would stimulate the economy again. You know, in the past, what we did was we gave money directly to banks, and they hoarded that money. We gave money to financial institutions, and they put it away. They didn't reinvest it in the economy. If you give $1,000 to someone, when they're able to get out and move around again, they're going to spend it on things in the economy. They're going to go have a meal. They're going to, you know, fix their car that they've put off for 6 months, for example. People are going to reinvest that money in the economy. They're not going to hoard that money. And, you know, I think most people who are probably watching this or listening to this are struggling at the moment. You know, many people have been laid off. There's maybe teleworking, but they're afraid that maybe their job may not be there in the future. Here in Italy, everything more or less is closed, and we don't know for how long. But even when it reopens again, the economy is going to be completely different than it was before this crisis. The economic damage is going to be long term, and we need to support people. We need to give them the financial resources in order to live their lives, even if it's not to the fullest, but at least to live their lives, to pay their bills, to get by. And a UBI is definitely required, and this is probably the best moment for it. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you agree or disagree with me. I understand it's a huge cost for the state, for the taxpayer, but what is the alternative?